Hey, Internet people. This is Chris Kutzer, founder of Cary Spotlight, a hyperlocal email newsletter in Cary, North Carolina. We've made it. We are one day away from the anniversary edition of Cary Spotlight. We've done 366 daily issues. And into this final video of the series, we will be going over week 52. Now, we're not going to get to all 366 issues, simply because of how the weeks work. There was a leap year, and we have an extra day because tomorrow is 367 issue. So, but we'll get the gist of it. Again, this whole project was meant to kind of like have me go back and look at some of the strategies that I've tried, some of the structures of how I, structured the content in the newsletter that made it work, that made people want to stay and engage, that got people to open our newsletter at a very high rate, especially the ones that have stayed with us and have read more than 300 issues. They're opening at an amazing 0.2% rate. Okay, just think about it. That's insane, right? So we're definitely doing something right. We're definitely giving them what they want, and those that didn't want what we had to offer, we always offer them opportunity to unsubscribe. So let's get started with today's final run through. So this is our Tuesday edition. We started with a three-part headline. 1, 2, 3. We're talking about how Cary is helping with the hurricane recovery. And then also a sports story. And then definitely talking about early voting in Wake County. So these are the stories that we were looking at. And in this particular case, we kind of combined story. Something that I haven't spoken about, well, maybe we can talk about it at another time, is we have a sponsor, which is a restaurant, and they happen to be one of the recommended places. People get to engage with that as well. And we've also added something new. Instead of just giving the winner a choice of a $100 gift card, we also made it possible that they could donate the $100 to a local charity. So it's something that we wanted to point out, that we're trying to help local businesses and help our community by strengthening charities in our community. And yes, there's a call center in Cary that actually provides help for people who need help in the recovery from the storm. And so we included that. Here's the format for our sports section that covers the North Carolina Courage, the professional women's soccer team. They're great to watch. So we embed the video replay of the match as well as the summary. People can click to the full report on the team's website, check the standings as well as the schedule, and also be able to give feedback on whether they go to the games. Next, we have an election countdown. It's a series that we've started, and this was very well received. So again, it's apolitical. It's meant to get people to exercise their right to vote. And so we're putting this out, all the information that they need, where to go, how to do it. Early voting has started, and these are the places that they can go. Another staple has been the Cary Police Department crime data that we provide people access to straight from the Cary Police Department website. So we do that. This is a little fun. It was my sister's birthday, and we decided to, celebrate her birthday. She's also a subscriber, so we put that in there. So that's kind of fun. It's a little prank. Is it a prank? Well, it's a gift. It's a gift. So we also continue to promote our Spotlight directory, where we support local businesses and give them just another free link, right? Why not? To their business, another opportunity for people to discover their business. So that's fine. And then we have our long list of events for the week, and then the answer to the question. The questions this week will be focused around Italian heritage and contributions to culture by famous Italians. So it's kind of a little hint of what was going on in my mind when I picked these trivia questions. On the Wednesday, we do our Wednesday Wellness, which is a health and wellness edition. So we'll cover all kinds of things from mental health, physical activity, diet, that kind of stuff. So we definitely wanted to highlight an activity that a lot of seniors enjoy, actually a lot of young people also, which is pickleball. And there was a big pickleball tournament called the Senior Games that was being held in Cary, that also had people qualifying for the national senior games. So it was a very important tournament for people that were interested in that. We also did a video by a thought leader and the power of why. So this is a series that we started to find people like Brené Brown. This is Simon Sinek's work, so introducing people to that kind of stuff. The next one has to do with sleep medications and how it could be affecting people over 50. And then we have another restaurant recommendation that we put in there and see how people like, I guess, how people like that restaurant. So that's the Senior Games. We have all the contact information to that. We have the video to this TED Talk, and then see if people are familiar. It's a very famous TED Talk. Not everybody's into that, but for those who are curious, they can learn something new. And then we have the restaurant here, and then people get to respond to their recommendations at the place, or people have never tried. It's amazing. There's hundreds of restaurants in different nooks and crannies in Cary and around that. Some people are sometimes stuck in a certain pattern and they always go to the same restaurant or the same place because they know what to expect. But sometimes it's interesting to try something new. And sometimes something like this could kind of like get people out of their comfort zone and have them go try a new place and support a local business. So there you go. We got our thing. And this one is a giraffe. I don't know why. Why is this a giraffe? Did I make a mistake? Let's see. No, I was just having fun. Okay, I think I had one more animal trivia in me, so trust the pirate. I'm getting ready to celebrate. It's Halloween, and also tomorrow is the anniversary. Plus, I'm a former sailor, so what happens to sailors when they go maverick, become pirates? So the next one, Thursday, we did a story about a famous holiday event in the Triangle, which is called the Holiday Express, and it sold out pretty fast, and people were upset about how the whole thing went down. So a lot of people were talking about it. So we talk about it. Also talked about a federal grant that was coming to help police departments in the Triangle, and then another one of those. I feel proud to be from the local area kind of stories. So let's see. So Duke, UNC Chapel Hill, NC State, they ranked high in the college rankings. These are the big three universities right in our area, in our neck of the woods. And let's see. We had, yeah, all the tickets were gone pretty fast. There was a glitch with the online ordering, and people were upset. By the time they got the computer, the website working again, all the tickets were sold. So that's a pain. So we kind of surveyed our readers to see if anybody got tickets or were interested in going to this place. So that was interesting. And then this is the grant for some safety upgrades for the police departments. That's the HubSpot. Always fun to ask this question. College basketball, because it's a very intense rivalry. So it gets good engagement. Italian restaurant, Italian Heritage Month. It was not deliberate, but it was interesting. It kind of worked out that way. And then we have our events all the way. And then I'm still doing animals. Interesting. I thought I was changing it up, but interesting. Yeah. The idea was that it would be Italian heritage. Let's see. So now we are doing 1, 2, 3 part. Yes. We are doing a story on hurricane victims. The aid to the hurricane victims have been increased by the state. This fun activity at the Good Hope Farm, so let people know about that. So basically, it's an event spotlight, and then this one, the Parrot Heads Party for a Cause. This is a spotlight on a local charity, a local group in the area. So we highlight their service. So here we go. We get the hurricane unemployment benefits increase, which is great. There's food, fun, and farm life. So letting people see where the food comes from, how food is grown. So that's great, especially for people living in urban areas, to get out there and mix it up a little bit. We also talked about partying for a purpose. So it's a real fun group, especially if people are new to the area and they want to make friends. Joining these kinds of groups are a great way to do that, to get to know who's in the area, but also to give back. So that's a great organization. And then, yes, now this is Indian cuisine. So we did that story on that recommendation. And we end up with another trivia answer. Okay, this one we're doing 1, 2, 3. Yes, we're definitely sticking with the 3-part. This one we are alerting our readers to a check scam, so it's a crime story. We also have another story where people can feel proud of the innovation that comes out of the area. This is engineers at the local university came up with a new kind of invention, a new kind of chemistry to help the environment, and also informing people of the bond referendum that's going to be on the ballot. So we let people know about that. Again, we don't pick sides. We just give people the information. So this is the check scam where somebody's check was stolen and then made out to somebody else. So that's interesting. This is the sustainable chemistry production. Then we have the referendum, so people know what's at stake, what's going on, and they're free to vote their heart. Yes, so I misspoke. So this is kind of where we started to ramp up our little celebration efforts for the Italian American heritage in here. And so we bring that out in the cuisine story and where people can read further about this. And then also we asked about the pizza in the area, pizza. And then we have another restaurant recommendation and our list of events. And trivia question. And now we come to our specialty edition, which is our second specialty edition of the week. That's our travel and discover edition. And this one, we wrote a story about Cape Town in 5 days, a couple of highlights of things that people can do. It's a little short for what I would say, but I mean, it's better than nothing. So if you're going to go, maybe this 5 days is in Cape Town, and then you're spending 5 days in another place in South Africa or another part of Southern Africa. So it's more efficient, especially if you travel from the US and have to go so far to the tip of Africa, the southern tip of Africa, then you better get a couple more days than just 5 days in on your trip. So, but if you only have 5 days to do Cape Town, then this is a good story. We also have a survival guide for flight delays and cancellations. So that's an interesting article that we summarize a couple of tips. And let's see how that went. So that's Cape Town. We have the kind of ideas for what to do on every day. And then people can go read the full article. And then why did people travel? So we have a reader engagement story. And here's a survival guide. And in each scenario, we kind of broken down in bullet points what people can do so they can plan ahead so that they don't get stranded or stuck or frustrated. They at least know what to do. And there's links to the full long blog article on that particular topic. And here we have another, it makes me hungry, another recommendation that we're doing. And this one we brought back. Yes, I promised I was going to bring back this recipe, and here it is, and gave people opportunity to vote on whether they liked it. And we also, in this edition, we specialized in teaching people a little bit of the history of Cary. So we put in the trivia question that kind of like makes people think. I didn't know the answer. I know what page I found it on from reading the book, so we put it in there. I cheated a little bit. And then finally, we get to our real estate issue, which is the final issue of our editorial week, which ends on a Monday. And we cover the property sold in Cary for the last week. I also included some information from a lady who puts out good information on home ownership and mortgage, making home buying accessible. So we put that out there for people to share. Not just the listings, how to buy a home. We also have the engagement question on whether property values will stay the same, go up, fall. So that's always interesting. It's kind of new that I've put in, and so it's still there. And making sense of real estate, we have the 30-year interest rates right there for people to see, and then a couple of tips from the local mortgage expert on how to get affordable housing. And we add a disclaimer. So this is the first time put a big disclaimer here. So again, do your due diligence, reach out to an expert on that kind of stuff. And ta-da! Look, we have an Italian inventor as one of the answers to the trivia question, as promised. And that's it. That's how we did it. We made it all the way through. We have 3 more issues, but that was in the next week. I guess that would count as week 53, but we're not going to cover that here. It was fun doing it with you guys. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me. Subscribe to Cary Spotlight. You'll see my email right in there. And we're happy to support people on this journey. And we look forward to what's going to happen over the second year of Cary Spotlight.